Check, check, 1, 2. Okay, I think we're about ready to get underway with the preview this morning. We're kind of excited to show you where these riding horses are at today. Crew's put a lot of time in on them. Of course, the 2-year-olds, much less time. Some of the older horses, much more time. But instead of telling you what they're doing, we're real happy to show them to you folks this morning. So it'll kind of be in a bit of a random order, but we'll try to keep you numbers as good as we can. So I would say the sorrel horse is lot number 6, but they're both sorrel horses, so I guess I better be a little more specific than that. So we should have a 3 and a 6 out here, and those are hip numbers in your catalog. So number 3 is a 6-year-old sorrel gelding. Zan's Badlands Nikos. Nacho is his barn name. You'll really appreciate the time that has gone into these catalogs because the good stuff's in there. If there's any questioning stuff, that's in there too. And that's about as honest as you can be representing these horses. If you just got here, if you need a catalog, we got some up here. If you need a pen, we got some of those as well. So grab yourself a book and you can kind of follow along. So again, this is 3, which is Nacho in your catalog. And lot number 6 is Buckaroo. And of course, these are all home-raised horses. And from a program, a lot of you that are here today would know these fellas, but anybody that's maybe watching it through the good graces of DLMS, these boys have been in the quarter horse business and the ranching business all their lives, and this is a solid program of Alberta-bred ranch horses. That's what we're dealing here today. So this is lot number 3 once again. That is a 6-year-old sorrel gelding. That's Nacho. And lot number 6, 4-year-old gelding. That is Buckaroo. So that's 3 and 6. Good, sturdy, using type horses. Ranch horses, bred, raised for many years by ranchers. Here's the real deal coming at you here today. So again, that's lot number 3 and lot number 6. This is the first time I've had a chance to look at these horses as well. So I got my eyes down in the book and I got my eyes out looking at these horses right along with you good folks. So again, if you need a catalog, got some up here. Catalogs and pens make it a lot easier to follow along. Both these horses, I mean, as you can plainly see, sturdy ranch-type horses. I mean, could certainly have some arena potential, but to this point in their life have seen outside miles, ranch work, and so on, and they would be ready to take home and finish them off the way you want it done, or just keep on ranching on them, or whatever it is you'd like to do. But this is lot 3 and lot number 6. So again, we'll just run these horses through here this morning. Sale time will be at 1 o'clock. We sure hope you plan to spend the day with us here at the Hayes Brothers Ranch and the Hayes Brothers Production Sale. And it says in the front of the catalog, Line Bred Skipper W Sale. But I'm more inclined to think it is that for sure. But in many cases, the Hayes brothers owned every horse on the set of papers, raised every horse on the set of papers. That's 15 horses, and they raised them all. So, been in the business a long, long time, and they ride what they raise. So we got 10, the bay horse. Then we got number 9, the sorrel horse. 4 is the Palomino horse. And if you guys can keep track of all this, you're doing better than I am. But we'll just keep calling numbers. So 10, 9, and 4 were the last ones to come in. So these horses, of course, variance on ages. We got 2-year-olds with a few rides. Some horses with more age on them, of course, they got more rides. But a good, sturdy set of horses overall. Raised in big country, well versed in traveling and covering ground since the day they were born. So, pretty neat set of horses that we're offering here today. Lot number 10 is a 3-year-old bay gelding. And there again, study these footnotes because there's a lot more information in these footnotes than you would normally get. In that where they're at is in there, where they're not at, if they got a little bit of weaknesses in one area that needs to be worked on, that's all presented for you here today. We're just trying to show you these horses and be as honest as it can possibly be for someone wanting to buy themselves a used horse here today. Lot number 9, sorrel mare. That is Sloan. Bigger mare, you know, we'll get some more size to her. Maybe going to end up closer to the 15.2, 15.3 deal. Bone and substance, and of course, with any of these mares as well, these mares could be bred to just about anything. If you want to raise a barrel horse or rope horse or ranch horse or whatever, they are kind of a complete outcross to just about anything you'd find in the industry right now. So kind of keep that in mind too with some of these mares. If you're looking to ride them and use them and then put them in a broodmare band, they would certainly work and could be bred to many, many different kinds of horses. Lot number 4 is Kyle. 5-year-old Palomino gelding. Kind of down at the far end. And with most of these horses, disposition plays a big, big part of it. There'll be the odd one always that's a little bit different, maybe not quite so quiet or whatever, and that is very normal with a group of horses. But, I mean, these boys have been raising them for a long time. Disposition, conformation, usability is real important. You can see where they live, and they've been ranching for many, many years on this place. I think since 1927 is when the family first came onto this place, and they've been doing some heavy-duty ranching and whatnot ever since. So these horses have worked for them for a long time, and they'll darn sure work for you as well. So that's 10, 9, and 4. As the preview goes on, certainly if you have any questions on any of these horses, these young ladies that have been working them would be more than happy to answer whatever inquiries you might have. And the goal here is to make sure that you get the horse out of the sale here today that is exactly the horse you would want to take home, ride, use, and enjoy. So lot number 10 carrying the flag, that's Earl, 3-year-old horse. And there again, just go right to your footnotes, read it all. Been exposed to different things. Ranch raised, ranch used, ranch rode. And certainly I think we got a set of broke horses here today that we should be able to fit a lot of them into the right kind of places. So Earl, the little bay gelding. Number 4, the Palomino gelding. That's Kyle, 5-year-old horse. So certainly, like in his case, for instance, there's a 5-year-old gelding that is certainly ready to just take home, put to work. The younger horses, of course, you want to bring them along a little bit, let them develop and grow. These horses will likely be the kind of horses that will probably mature out when they're maybe 5-6-year-olds. Wouldn't surprise me at all. But any of these horses with some age on them, sturdy built, good bone, good foot, and darn sure ready to take home, put to work, finish them off just the way you want it done at your place. And we will try to keep the dust down, but we do not have the powers to do such a thing. But at least it's blowing it the other way, not into your faces here, so that's a good deal. So that's 10, 9, and 4 in this group. If you've just arrived, we're previewing the riding horses here this morning. Sale time will be at 1 o'clock. And there is a sale order, so not necessarily catalog order. And if you need a catalog, we got them up here. Catalogs and pens, just come up to the truck, help yourself. And again, as I mentioned earlier, if you have any specific questions on any of these young ladies have been working these horses and would be more than happy pass along whatever information you would like to know. If there's a couple more ready to go at the gate, might as well come on in. Keep the show on the go here a little bit. So that was 10, 9, and 4 in this group. Okay, next two coming in. I guess it's buckskin time. We got 1 and 12. Lot number 1 is I'm Not Yeller. Hugo is his name. Very good looking buckskin gelding. Okay, 12 is Latte, 3-year-old buckskin mare. She is a grade, so no paperwork on her. She would be home raised and ranch raised, but will sell today as a grade. So that is number 12, 3-year-old mare. Lot number 1 is Hugo, 4-year-old buckskin gelding. Quiet, easy to get along with. And it's really important. We will try our best here today that if you need kind of a quieter horse, we'll try to make sure that you know that that's a quieter one. If you need something a little more feely, if you will, we'll try to point you in the right direction for those too. And like I said, if you any questions, these girls will be more than happy to answer them for you. One thing that I really like about these horses is the fact that they have been raised in big country. So they have learned to travel from the time they first saw daylight. Big pastures, big fields, big acres, and so these horses by nature know how to carry themselves, know how to go out and cover some ground, which is kind of where I'm from. There's lots of acreage horses and so on that don't get that kind of exposure, and these rascals, you can be sure, were raised out in the open and have covered ground right from day one. So again, this is lot number 1, 4-year-old gelding. Lot number 12 is Lotte, 3-year-old buckskin mare. She is a grade. Lucky number 7 coming in next. So that's 1 and 12. So continuing with the buckskin theme at the moment, lot number 7 is Millie. 4-year-old buckskin mare. Now Millie is a mare that would probably make an arena horse for somebody. Is a mare that might make a real nice high school rodeo horse. Would be able to do several different things. Kind of quick-footed. You don't have to bump her twice. She's there waiting for you. So that's Millie. Lot number 7, buckskin mare on the far side. And the sorrel mare, 3-year-old, registered mare here once again. And I've mentioned it several times today, but I'll mention it again. It's all in the footnotes. Read them footnotes, acquaint yourself with them. The whole story is there on these horses. And of course, just because they're one way or another, you know, a few more rides, a little more maturity, more wet blankets. Wet blankets actually fix a lot of things on a horse. Not everything, but a lot of things. So that is 7. That's Millie. 13, a 3-year-old. That's the sorrel mare. That is Ivy. And of course, all these horses have the Hayes Brothers program backing them up for many, many generations and many, many years. Okay, I think the last one that came in was number 5. Number 5 is Bird, 4-year-old mare, 15 plus. And there again, I mean, can go ahead, use her as a ranch horse or start roping with her, whatever you want to do. But I think the big bonus in this program is that some of these mares, when it's time to breed them, it really doesn't matter what area you want to try. So these mares are pretty much a complete outcross to just about everything else going down the road right now. So you can just pick and choose whatever you would like, and these mares should work for you. Okay, there's also number 15 in here. Is another 3-year-old sorrel mare. And again, and I just cannot stress this enough, okay, we'll get a number clarification on that one. Okay, yeah, okay, that's Ivy. 3-year-old registered mare. And these horses will be able to cover ground and they will walk out. Because I've mentioned it several times, but I mean, from day one, they learned how to travel and cover ground. And they sure haven't forgot that. And again, I'm sure a lot of folks that are here today are very familiar with the Hayes brothers. But for any of you watching through the DLMS, might be your first glance at the Hayes sale. They run a bunch of cows on about 30 sections of land, and it is safe to say that they use what they raise, have for many, many years. So these are authentic Alberta bred ranch horses from ranch country, and that pretty much sums it up, you know, in a nutshell. So okay, 16 just came in. 3-year-old gelding. That's Otis. Grade gelding. And for any of these grades, I mean, they're just out of the same program for whatever reason, one thing or another. Did not get AQHA registered, but that will not prevent them from doing a super job at your ranch or in your arena, or whichever direction you choose to take him. So Otis, 3-year-old gelding. And certainly with several of these riding horses in the offering here today, Otis is 3 years old. He is not a ready-to-go ranch horse, nor would you expect him to be as a 3. But certainly a horse that you can take home, ride him, use him, finish him off the way you want it done, and then go ahead and get 10, 15 years good use out of some of these good Hayes Brothers bred horses. So that is lot number 16. That is Otis. Sale time today will be 1 o'clock back inside in the arena. We will not necessarily be selling in catalog order, so just be there at 1 o'clock and we will keep you informed about what you're looking at. Horse that just came in is lot number 8. That's Orchid. 5-year-old sorrel mare. And again, you can, 5 years old. She's done, of course, more outside stuff, accomplished more jobs than the younger horses, which is exactly what you'd expect. And again, 5 years old, you don't have to carry her any further. You don't have to bring her along. You can just take her home and go right to work with her. She'll take all the riding that you can give her, raised in the big country. Okay, last horse to come in. No, not the last horse, but the most recent horse to come in is lot number 15. This is Indy. 3-year-old registered mare. Skips Easy Breeze is the mare's name. And I mean, like the others, been rode outside, done some light ranch work. I mean, he's getting them acquainted with it. And just getting them to where you can get on them, cover some ground. Has done a number of different jobs, but keep in mind, just a 3-year-old, so not a ready-to-go ranch horse by any means. But the groundwork has been done, the basics are there, and she just needs some time and your time putting them together. Make yourself a team. Go out and get the job done with her. That is lot number 15. That is Indy. We still got some catalogs up here if you need one of those to follow along a little bit better. And we'll even throw in a Hayes Brothers pen. Catalog and a pen, no charge to you. Heck of a deal. Okay, this is 11 and 14. Lot number 11, 4-year-old sorrel gelding. That is Dougie. Lot number 14 is a 3-year-old gelding. That is Squirt. So that's 11 and 14. A good-sized gelding, in the 15 hen deal, and lots of outside miles. And again, not a ready-to-go ranch horse, but he's certainly ready to go to your place and to have you finish him off the way you would want it done. That is lot number 11. That is Dougie. 14 is Squirt, 4-year-old registered gelding. He's a 3-year-old, 2023, 3-year-old gelding on lot number 14. So as it says in the footnotes, only had a handful of inconsistent rides so far. So just started, but obviously you can get on them and you can go riding on them. And that's a real nice start because you can finish him off just the way you want it done. So that's 11, Dougie, and lot number 14 is Squirt. And whether these horses are a little taller or a little shorter, but you see a lot of good bone, lots of good feet on these horses, which is pretty much a requirement out here. When you're ranching in the big country, you don't need unsound horses or horses with leg troubles or whatever. They got to be correct, they got to have some bone, and they got to have some foot. And you kind of see that right through this whole group of horses. So, once again, lot number 11, that's Dougie, 4-year-old gelding, Squirt, 3-year-old gelding. And you notice on him a July 30th foaling date, so a little bit later once again. So, they left him a little bit just to grow up and mature, and he'll do some good growing and have some real good experiences at your house if he gets the opportunity, and that falls on your shoulders. So that's 11 and 14. And again, very thankful to have DLMS here, which puts this on the internet, and like to welcome all those folks watching on the internet to the Hayes Brothers production sale. If it's your first time or your 10th time, you're all very, very welcome here. Yeah, lot number 11, Dougie, certainly has the look to him. Sturdy built kind of horse here once again. And we've talked a lot about the ranching aspect, and of course that's what we will continue to do. But if somebody was looking for a head horse or a heel horse or a breakaway horse or anything along those arena kind of lines, I think you might find some really interesting prospects here today to go a number of different ways. Ranch horses, yes, for sure. But I mean, if you're looking for an arena prospect, something to rope on all winter or whatever, we got some there that's going to fill the bill for you as well. So this should be Charlie. Lot 35. Owned by Lorraine Miller. So I think this would be what you would call then a consignment horse. She is a grade, so not sure of the pedigree on her, whatever. She is one strong-built, stout kind of gal right there, and she is 5 years old. Just finished a 30-day refresher with Trista. Ridden outside. It says in the notes that I have here that she has a strong desire to work, and she certainly has the body to back that up. Like that is a put-together kind of horse. And again, the joy and beauty of wet saddle blankets and long days and consistent riding and whatnot makes a world of difference on these horses. Lots of bone, lots of foot, muscle, stout, put together kind of a horse right here. This is Charlie, 5-year-old grade mare, and she will sell as lot number 35 right at the end of the day. So this is lot number 35. This is Charlie. Charlie is a 5-year-old grade mare used in the feedlot and would not be a horse for an inexperienced rider, but certainly has the muscle and the bone and the body to stand up to some pretty heavy kind of usage. 5-year-old mare, ready to take home, just put her to work. Well, I think we've got this preview wrapped up. So I'd like to thank everybody for coming out this morning. Sale time 1 o'clock. So before the sale starts, we would ask that you get yourself a bidder's number. They'll be set up inside and can get you fixed up with a number. Sale time will be at 1 o'clock. There will be a sale order, but we will keep you informed what's in the ring. We'll match the hip number and we'll take her from there. So plan to spend the day here. Sale time 1 o'clock.